What is up, family? Today we have some Fenrir jungle gameplay. Again, in a play-by-play, as you already know. If not, if you don't know yet, we are skipping over non-important stuff, fast-forwarding stuff, and right now, just a regular jungle start. Clear my two backs. Zeus has his lane pushed up, so I don't really have to worry about this being invaded or stolen from us. This red buff being stolen from us. However, we still want to watch out for their Nem because she's still missing. Um, Now, since we don't see Nua, oh, actually, she went over here in mid. We are going to try and pressure her more. She backs up, and we are now just going to just straight up um, clear mid camps. We get the mid camps here. We get both of them. We get vision, and now we're still gonna keep pressuring them. And we can try to make something happen here. We get Nem's blink, and from there, that's already a very solid trade. Although we didn't get a kill, we got Nem's blink, so that's already a win. And so me and Zeus just backed off from there. Now, just keep in mind, like, just because you don't get a kill, even though you don't get a kill or anything, you still can win a trade if you force out an ability. In this case, we force out a blink from them. We see Zeus getting pressured. We're not going to go on Nem. We're going to be patient. We're just going to call out that Nem is going in right lane. And I didn't VGS because the game that we were playing here, we were a 4-stack, so that's an easy kill on Nua there. So it was me, Zeus, Izanami, and Kepri. We were a 4-stack, and we just had a random Anubis. Hence, hence why sometimes throughout this gameplay, you're gonna see me not gank Anubis because his lane was already losing, and he was losing by a lot. And there's no point wasting resources on a losing lane, unfortunately, because as a 4-stack, although might sound super selfish of us, we already know that we can hard carry this Anubis. Even though he gets behind, which is kind of surprising. He gets behind from a Loki solo. I mean, maybe Loki solo is good. I've never played against it, but as an Anubis, I feel like it's easy to do with Loki. Just hit him with a 2 at the right time. When he threes, just hit him with a 2. Super easy counter. So we're gonna keep on clearing this blue. We're gonna grab red. I think we're gonna go ahead and leave it for our Zeus here because, like I said, Zeus was in the same voice chat as me, and I trust him, right? Yeah, I trust him, and we should be all good. And as you can see, as a jungler, we can just invade here, grabbing timers, and because we kind of know where Nem is, we know that she is not in backspawn. I think she was in dual lane last time she was seen, and now she's rotating back into their back camps. She's basically wasting her time. I'm calling out to my Zeus that I can ult Nuwa here. I go ahead and miss my ult, but hit my second one. We're gonna go ahead and kill Nuwa here. Nem comes in. I'm not sure if she ulted. However, it's still a very good trade for us. Zeus ends up backing off. And yeah, that was overall a good execution from us. I try to get share XP here, but Zeus clear is fast, so that's totally fine. Like I said, the more we can get our laners ahead, the better, the easier our job will be as a jungler. Because if we get our laners ahead, they can pretty much, go and dominate their lane. And we won't really have to check up on them every now and then. We can just focus on the other lanes. We can focus on farming and all that. Now we're just gonna go ahead and focus on clearing the back camps, and then after clear the back camps, we see that we have enough for our tier 3 item here. So yeah, so we see that there's a fight going on in dual lane, but by the time we can rotate there, the fights are already gonna be gone. So I already decided to back right away, and that way I can get my item, get a little bit ahead. We see Anubis get ganked by their support Fenrir, and since their support Fenrir and Anubis are in left lane, and we just damaged Nemesis and Nuwa, and ended up killing Nuwa on mid lane, Nemesis obviously has to back up, and this should just be a free fire as long as Soul doesn't rotate. Soul has to clear a wave. We see Fenrir back in mid, and yeah, just like that, it should be a free wave. And that's just map awareness and basically capitalizing on the opportunity that although we didn't get the double kill on them and Nuwa, we still forced them to back to their base, and that essentially opened up Gold Fury. And now we're gonna go ahead and try to pick Soul off here. I feel like my ult was definitely a little too early. Maybe I could have won and ulted there, but all good. Fence back in lane, and I'm just not going to waste my time here. We're going to go ahead and farm right away. So the worst thing you can do as a jungler is waste your time, spend too much time in lane, and fall behind in your farm. So we're going to go ahead and back. We're going to grab our tier 2 item for Hydras, and we're just going to keep on farming, keep on looking at our map, be aware or try to be aware where everybody's at, which is, probably number one priority as a jungler. You kind of want to be aware of where the enemy jungler is at, possible invades you can do, and just checking on timers. Now we see our Zeus in trouble here. Nem ends up dashing in Zeus, so Nem 1 is down, so we can go ahead and freely attack her here, get her stun off, get her 3 off, and her 1 should almost be off of cooldown. So let's see if we can try to get the kill here. We unfortunately cannot get our 1 off, and yeah, from there nothing really happens. So we force them to back off. We force Nuwa to back off, and what do we do with that opportunity? Now they're kind of just stuck in mid. We go ahead and grab timers. Now we see that Loki's pushed up. We see that Nem and Nuwa's also pushed up. We're gonna go ahead and 3 our Loki here. He blinks. And just check that out. Check that play. Come on, you can't tell me that was a bad play. We predicted his where he'd be, and we just bit the air. He ended up being there. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the kill. However, we still got a blink off of him. We still got an invis off of him. So I would consider that a good trade. However, Khepri did end up dying. Good thing is though that he's a support, which the person that you want your team to die the most would be your support ideally, right? Because one, your support should be like the under-leveled player in your team. So killing our support doesn't really cause us that too bad of a harm. So all in all, it's a decent trade, not the best. Obviously, it would have been nice if our support didn't die, but what can you do about it? We got Loki's blink, so it's a decent trade. And speaking of Loki's blink, we just got his blink off again, so that's another 4-minute cooldown on him. We see that there's a fight coming on over here on the solo lane. We have Nem ganking, so Khepri calls that out to me in voice chat. And we have Fenrir ult down. We're just going to try and invade here. I don't really want to fight a 1v3. So what I do is I just secure their blue, and from there I just kind of back off here. Hopefully I don't die here. Fenrir ends up chasing me, and I have my ult. I'm hovering over my ult, just to see if I can make something happen here. That was crazy of me, by the way, to walk into that, but I believe I end up living here. So we have Nuwa here. I'm trying to go for the kill, and Fenrir's kind of trying to go for the kill. So I'm really just trying to stay awake here, and that was such a turn on for on Fenrir. We hit in the bush. We ult right away, so he can't react, and we end up one-shotting him with my ult, which is great. And now I'm just gonna clear my camps here and then back right away. And I do apologize that you guys can't hear the call outs that we're making in the Discord call. Obviously, if I were to do that, I can't do the play-by-plays. There'd be moments where it'd be sped up, and at the end, you just hear a bunch of sped up voices, stuff like that. But yeah, if you guys want me to do like live comm stuff, let me know. I mean, I have some live comms in my channel. But yeah, let me know if you guys want me to start posting those as well as play-by-plays. I can kind of alternate. So right here, we made a gold free call. We're kind of ahead in the lead. I mean, at this point, we have a bunch of wards. Who's really going to stop us? And good zoning from Khepri here. Since Kepri's already zoning, I'm going to go ahead and help my teammates damage them. And after we get gold, usually you want to back off. We see that there was a ward on the right side going to dual lane, and we're just trying to see if we can make something happen here. But that was a good ult from Nuwa. We bit her, but she obviously ulted, so she wasn't able to be CC'd by my ult. However, we still end up killing Fenrir there. And I'm glad they finally fixed that on Fenrir, because it used to be a bug where once you miss your first bite, you can't bite again. So that's always good. And from here, we're just gonna back off. We're not gonna force anything else. We got gold free and a kill, which is a tremendous win from us. And we see Nem here kind of lurking. I'm just gonna try to bait Nem, see if she takes it. She ends up backing to her speed. And yeah, we're just gonna back ourselves, and we're gonna go with serrated blade as our third item. Oh, my bad. I think it's called Serrated Edge. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called Serrated Edge. But you guys are going to see me fast forward through a couple of kills here. I mean, good on Anubis for getting a kill here. And I believe we also kill this Fenrir here. The reason I'm fast forwarding over this is because these kills aren't really that important. Excuse me. Sure, it sets up Pyro secure, but other than that, Fenrir, one, should not have been in our jungle, and two, it's just a bad play from Fenrir. We ended up finishing our third item and moving on to our fourth. Back to farming. We're gonna go ahead and pick up our speed. Start to rotate to Fire Giant. However, since there's not much of a team fight there, I'm just gonna go ahead and secure timers here. We're gonna go to our jungle, invade, and the more you invade, the better. Less farm for the enemy team, obviously. And now we are just going to go ahead and ult Nem here. Not Nem, sorry, Nuwa. She ends up beadsing and ulting, so that's already, a great play from, or a great trade that came from that ult. We're going to go ahead and try to make something happen here. I'm already getting hit by tower, so we're just going to back off right away real quick. We're going to go ahead and 3 the Fenrir here. Not enough damage. However, we can still very much fight this. We can still very much win this fight. Now Loki shows up. That might be a little bit different. Loki kind of overfed. We're gonna end up killing Loki. Anubis ends up killing Nem, and we end up killing Nuwa. So they killed our Zeus. We killed Nem, Sol, Loki, and Nuwa. So obviously that is a 4-to-1 trade, and now we're even going to go ahead and secure Gold Fury, which is definitely what you want to do in your games, especially if you guys want to win. Start securing objectives when possible. As you notice, throughout the early game, even for just forcing them to back, knowing they're back in their base, we went ahead and captured Gold Fury right away, because just look at our gold lead. We are only 4 kills above them, but yet since we've secured 3 of the Gold Furies already, we're already up 10k gold, and being up in gold is what matters in this game. So I might go on a little bit of a tangent here, but obviously kills are important, yes, but gold lead is more important. There have been some games where I've played where we're up, 4, 5, 6 kills, but yet they're tied in gold, and it feels like we're not even up, right? Because we're not up. Kills get you gold, hence why you are going for the kills, because you want more gold. But if you're not securing objectives, it's basically no point in getting those extra kills. And it just shows you how much of a importance gold is at, because for example, I could be right now on my 4th item. Nem is level 14, probably not even finished with her 3rd item yet. So that just goes to show like how much of a power difference that is. I'm full 30 items. If I back to base right now, I can build my 4th item fully, and just prioritizing objectives gets you to that place. And I think that's what casual players kind of fail to understand, especially people who just come from arena. All they want is kills. All they want to see is, look at me, I got 13 kills in my conquest game. That people forget objectives. Obviously in rank play, it's a little bit different, but sometimes I do have some ranked games where it's not as different, and where people just prioritize kills. People saying like, oh, you're not doing your job. You barely got as much kills as our mid. But it's just all about setting up for your team, all about setting up for the next objective is all that matters in conquest if you want to win. So as I go on a little tangent there, we go ahead and get 3 of them down. Again, not because, yes, because of our levels, but because of our objective securing from our 3 Gold Furies, and our, just having good coordination, good team fighting, and again, prioritizing objectives. Now we're just gonna go ahead and grab our fifth item. So we're gonna go Heartseeker, Titan's Bane, and sixth item, either Ob Shard for the plus 20% pen, or you can go Crusher. Maybe probably Crusher because Fen goes off of strength, but Crusher only gives 5% pen, whereas Obsidian Shard gives a passive effect of 20% pen. As you can see, we're going for gold free, and now we're just zoning. We place a ward on the left side, and with that ward, we went ahead and saw Fenrir here. Now we're gonna go and try to pressure here. So we grab Nua with our ult. Fenrir is dead. Turns into a 3v5 match, and then we can just run it down. We have Ancient Fury buff, which disables towers. Their Loki is split pushing left lane for some reason, basically throwing, and now it should just be basically game over from here. Loki ends up backing now, and we could just burn tower here. I'm just going to try to harass as much as I can, help my teammates out, force Loki ult, good. Two from Anubis, and it should be wraps. It's a deicide, and yeah, that should be all good. So main thing here in the game is objective play. We've secured every single objective in this game, and it just literally gave us a free win. There's my stats, 4012, and I don't think I went to the details log, so you can't see my damage or anything here. So sorry about that, but that's the build. That's everybody's build. But if you guys did enjoy, please remember to leave a like, comment, sub. Let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what god you want me to play next, what role, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, family.